I thought you had a wall outlet in here. So there isn't one, okay. Of course I want that. That's the only thing I came here for. Yep, this is completely dead. Those 18650 batteries hate the cold. It says 85% charge. It's so weird. Who's that? That's a lie.
It should be better now. Now you should be able to hear me. It was connected to my phone speaker. That's my bad. So, I started making my hair pink. It's not pink yet. I got the Manic Panic, which apparently is only semi-permanent, so I gotta do it like 2 more times. So when I get home today, I am going to... What's up, Dr. Reed Richards? How are you? The ex-postie shop. My girlfriend says hey to everybody.
This is Rowdy Riles.
Shut up. Don't make me stop it. Be quiet. So when I get home today, I'm going to finish making my hair pink. And that'll be fun. But I made a cozy little hangout in the back of my car for when I get these breaks. I got pillows. I got blankets. I got a sandwich. It's like 28 degrees right now. So it's pretty cold. But I'm ready for these so I worked 50 hours the last 3 weeks. Isn't that diet bad for your scalp? Manic Panic? I don't think so. It's vegan, cruelty free. Cause I'm on my break code miser. I'm on my 30-minute break from work. I gotta go back in at 4 a.m. So I go in at 4, I get off at 8. Hopefully earlier. And then I gotta go home and finish making my hair pink. So that'll be fun. It's really cold, so we work in the back of these trucks. And they're like ice boxes when they're empty. And we load them with boxes. I hope it looks cool. I've never dyed my hair color before. I just bleached it. But I don't work at Walmart. I would never work for Walmart. I would never work for Walmart.
What?
I'm trying the people in the chat, baby. Yeah, 30-minute breaks go by really quick, especially when you're trying to take a nap. So I was like, I'm not even going to try to take a nap. Let me just hop on YouTube because I have not been very active lately, unfortunately, because of these shifts. So I figured I would see if any other crazy people are up at this time. It's not that they're below me. It's just I don't think that Walmart is a good company, and I wouldn't want to work for them. I don't know why you're trying to make it personal, but I would just personally never choose to work for a company that'll fire you at the drop of a hat and treats their employees like shit. I feel bad for people that work there. Like, I know there's not a lot of places to work for everybody, but I would just personally not work there. So, sorry if that's upsetting to you, but Walmart ain't it. Job's a job, but ain't a job for me. I'm up, but so is the sun. Oh yeah, you're lucky. Um, you're lucky, Ronnie. You got that Australia time. I mean, I used to work for Costco. Apparently, they're doing a lot better than when I worked there. I worked there for 14 years, but I had to go. I was so done with my store. They wouldn't let me transfer, so I was like, I got to get out of here. Um, but yeah, most companies are shitty, but you got to make a living. It's just I personally would not want to go in to a Walmart and spend my time there and be treated like shit. My job's rough and it's physical, but at least my managers are nice and I get treated like a human being. Walmart doesn't do that. Walmart is about as low as fast food jobs. I mean, as far as the pay goes, yeah, you don't get what you should get paid for. Like, I think if you work in any sort of like public service, retail, whatever, you should be making like over $20 an hour. Because honestly, in this economy, we all need money, and that's the thing. We can talk about that for a second. Like, billionaires, they have all this money, and they're like, oh, I need my Christmas bonus. It's like, bitch, you don't need a bonus for the rest of your life. You're good. What you need to do is take care of your employees. That's what you need to do. No one's saying it does, Debbie. I don't think anyone's saying that. I just think that the systems that we all work under, the thing about capitalism, okay, so there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, right? That includes the things you buy, where you work, et cetera, et cetera. There is no ethical consumption. Like, you cannot, unless you are fully self-sustainable, like you grow your own groceries, you have a solar farm, and you maintain your own house, you don't have to pay any bills to anybody or anything like that. Everything that you have to do under a capitalist society is unethical because it came from somewhere bad. So, like, that's just the system we live under, and it sucks. And yeah, it's if you need a job, job's a job. But I just think that all employees should be treated fair, and I think everyone can agree with that. I would hope. I would hope. I don't know why we got into this, but like I said, when I get home, I'm gonna finish making my, like, you can kind of see the pink in there. You grow up, Bill. Like, what are you even talking about? I'll bet you're like 20 years old. You don't know what the world is really like. I'm just saying I would never. Well, it's not. I mean, it is a choice. I don't have to apply there. So, hell no, I wouldn't vote for J.D. Vance. That's like voting for Hitler's baby that likes to have sex with couches. So no, I would never vote for someone like that. Y'all taking shit personal tonight. It's only 3:46 in the morning. Maybe y'all need to go to bed. Take a little nappy poo. I can't. I gotta go back into work. 50 hours a week, like I said. That's what I'm doing right now. This is the last week of it. Our quote-unquote peak season's over. Hello, Renji. How are you? CJ, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do any of it. If you're tired, you should go to bed too. That's everyone. As you get older, you'll become more conservative. That's some bullshit. So you're saying as you get older, you get brain damage and more dumb? Well, that tracks because, like, what's that one guy that ran as a Democrat and now he got a stroke and now he's doing Republican stuff. So yeah, I guess if you get older and you get mentally ill and lose continence, maybe you will become conservative. Not me though. I'm 35 and I am a staunch leftist. So you can keep your dumb opinion, baby bruh, and you can shove it up your ass because conservatives suck. Republicans suck. You know what? Democrats suck even. But you know what? Go fuck yourself. I know, Ronnie, right? Like, what is up with this? What is with the people at 4 in the morning? Like, don't they need I think they need a nap. Like I said, most of these kids now can't even tell time. You can't take them seriously. Oh, I don't. You know, like my manager, he was like, yeah, I'm old. I can't be. He was helping us load our truck, and we were like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 34. It's like both me and my girlfriend are older than you, dude. Well, I'm not trying to insult you or anything, but saying that people become conservative as they get older is kind of a really dumb blanket statement. Because I would think that the more world experience that you get, you would open your eyes and see that shit's unfair and that people get treated unfairly based on their skin color, their sexuality, their gender, all kinds of stuff. So the older you get, the more left you should lean because you will see more and more as unfair with the world. That's what happened to me when I was in my 20s. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to vote for what my parents said and go with that. But you know what? As I got older and I saw how the real world worked when I was out on my own, my views started to change. So, like making a blanket statement that people are more conservative as they get older is kind of a dumb thing to say. Everyone has their own personal taste and stuff. But what time is it for me? It is 3:48 a.m. As you get older, you'll become more gullible and more likely to be scammed by some millionaires. That's the ticket right there. That's the ticket right there. But as far as YouTube is concerned, I'm working on two videos actually. I got the Marvel Legends Gargantos, or as I like to call him, his real name, Shumagorath. And I got Enchantress. Now, one of them is great. Shumagorath is awesome. Enchantress, if she was like $24, it'd be fine, but for $27.99, which is like $30 after tax and shipping and all that stuff. So we're hitting a breaking point here when it comes to Marvel Legends. Do I see myself picking up as many next year? No, but like no more full waves for, oh, I need the bath figure. I can buy the figures I don't want. No, we don't want to do that. What we're going to do is just buy the figure that we want and be more selective because I know for a fact Hasbro is going to get more and more shitty with what they do. They're gonna start adding less, using same body molds, less accessories, and all this stuff, and be like, oh, we got to charge more now. You're gonna pay it, right? You're gonna pay it, right? And some people will. But I'm at that point where it's like $30 for Marvel Legend, a regular straight up Marvel Legend, ain't worth it in any capacity. Well, Renji, I appreciate you. What time is it for you? Because it's 3:50 a.m. I wouldn't be doing chores right now. I'd be asleep right now if I wasn't at work. Hitting a Benjamin before I go back in. If Todd was in charge of Legends, they would be like $60. Absolutely. And they would not have the, I mean, I'm not saying that Hasbro's Marvel Legends are quality, but at least there's some standards there when it comes to like there's really not. I can't even say that at this point. They don't give a shit about the articulation. They don't give a shit about pins or no pins. They just, I know they have their budget, but that excuse only goes so far when you're paying $30 and you're not getting a $30 worth figure. Like I'm out of the import game. I'm not going to spend $80 to $100 on an import figure just because it's a better quality, because it's like I could buy food with that. I could buy gas with that. I could, spend that money investing into a more broad category of video. Like I could just not have to do figure reviews all the time. I always will, but like, CJ, you got a boyfriend? Oh, hell yeah, girl. Do it. I'm proud of you. He's lucky. He's a lucky man. You'll make him happy, and he'll make you happy, and that's what matters. My girlfriend's brushing her hair right now, see? She's sitting up front brushing her hair. Oh, I can't wait. Hopefully my hair gets pink. Hopefully that stuff works. Like, you can kind of see it. But Manic Panic is like... My girlfriend was like, if I'd known that's what you were getting, I would have told you not to get it. And it's like, I don't want to damage my hair. I bleached it 3 times to get it as light as it was so I could put the pink into it. I don't want to bleach it again. So I'm just going to go in like 3 more times with that vegan, cruelty-free, no whatever bad ingredients hair dye, and hope that my hair doesn't fall out of my head. Because I've always wanted pink hair. And I think that's fair to ask. is for it to be pink. Because this is kind of like pink hinted, not pink. Here you go, babe. I think that needs charged when we get home. I got like 10 minutes left.
No, you don't. It's 3:52.
Yeah, well, he said to make sure we get our whole 30. We got out here like 3:35, so pink is gonna look great on you. I can picture it. I hope so. It's just the bangs, like it's not my whole head, because the back of my head is still my normal hair color, but I bleached my bangs with the intention of going pink, and it took me like a month. No, longer than that. It's been like 3 months to actually get the hair dye. So, but Sunday, like I said, we're not working Sunday. Finally, we get a day off. We are going to go to Ollie's and Ross and get some stocking stuffers. I ordered Hook for her for Christmas. I got the Blu-ray 4K/digital special edition one. So that's coming on Monday, so that's her Christmas present. She got me something cool. It's probably not going to be here by Christmas, but we got to get our stocking stuffers and stuff, and that'll be fun. It'll be nice to get out of the house, do the old Ross and Ollie's, look what they have that I don't really want stuff, and maybe find something cool and get some candy and some socks, other stuff to put in a stocking. When you get older, you're like, ew, socks. Ew, clothes for Christmas. Why'd you get me that? And it's like, as an adult, you're like, I appreciate clothes. I want the socks. I want the underwear, whatever. So like, that's the best part. New clothing, especially when it's fucking cold as shit. When you're working, you go like fucking 8 hours in a 20-degree truck. Well, 20 degrees outside, and then it's like 15 in the truck. But that's how it be, making that money, right? But I'm gonna hop off of here because I gotta get ready to go back in. I just wanted to check in and let y'all know I'm still alive. I'm not doing YouTube. It's just not been an easy month for me. Also, my birthday's on Tuesday, so have fun going to Ollie's with all 600 Wakanda Forever figures. Hey, they're like $1.99 now, so you can get a bunch of those and you get army belts and stuff. You could have a Black Panther army. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off of here. See y'all later. My girlfriend says bye. I say bye. Have a good rest of your morning because it's very early and y'all crazy for being up. But later.